to you about how we did it with SharePoint. So what we had to face with SharePoint is serve and index over 100,000 documents. So if you go on the Amnesty International website, there's tons and tons of reports about human rights issues. So we needed to be able to serve those in a timely manner and make it queryable. So what we did was we indexed all of these items into Elasticsearch, and this meant we weren't applying any added pressure to the SharePoint server. So from the image on the screen, you can see our cluster. Here we've got the SharePoint index on the first left, and then we've got all of our Umbraco language variant indexes. So if someone performs a site search for war crimes, they're then taken to the search results page, which is the central screen, and then they click through to a document. They can then preview that SharePoint document. So throughout that process, they haven't hit the SharePoint API yet. They only do when they click that yellow button saying download PDF. And here's the Elasticsearch query example as well. You might not be able to see it, but highlighted red is the time it took to run the query. So it took 8 milliseconds to run a query for war crimes over 100,000 documents. And that's super, super fast. And that is exactly why we wanted to use Elasticsearch and rather than querying the SharePoint API.
And I guess the last thing we wanted to talk about was how to work fast. I think everyone's projects are always on a really tight timescales, and ours was no different. We had kind of a hard deadline of February, which was when the site had to go live, early February, which was around the launch